Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Who's going with me? Who's going with me? Who's going with me?
And welcome to Conversations with Neil here on Lime Radio.
Someone once said to me, "We have to set some priorities around here." I didn't know what he was talking about. Oh, I knew what priorities meant, but I didn't know what he meant when he said what he said. You see, I thought we'd already set our priorities. We knew what we wanted to do and when we wanted to do it, so what was the problem? The problem was we didn't know how we were going to do what we wanted to do. We didn't know how we were going to go about doing it. We had a vague idea, I guess, but he was right. We hadn't set our priorities. Lately, I've come to look at this question in larger terms. I've come to look at it in terms of where I'm going with my whole life. I've started talking to other people about this, and guess what I've discovered? Hardly anybody has set their life's priorities, at least not consciously. What does that mean? It means that practically everyone is walking around in a state of unconsciousness, or maybe at best they're semi-conscious. We live in a world of sleepwalkers. By that I mean most people have never sat down and consciously asked life's two major questions. In fact, many people don't even know what those questions are. I'll tell you what they are. They're very simple. They're very direct. And when you answer these questions, you'll have set the course of your life in every important way for the next 20 years. So here are the questions. Are you ready? Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Who's going with me? Who's going with me? Who's going with me? Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Who's going with me? Who's going with me? Who's going with me? Now, some people kid themselves about priorities. They say one thing and do another. This lets them feel good about themselves, as long as they don't look at what they're actually doing. You want to know what your priorities actually are? Look at how you spend your time, your strength, and your money. These are all three versions of the same thing: the life force, the energy.